Hi guys. So today, what I have here is I have a mock-up from I came across this mock-up, um, and I want to make this into a website. This is here's a basic mock-up, and it's common to make mock-ups before you actually make a website, just so you have instructions how to do it. So here's a mock-up, and I'm gonna in this tutorial I'm gonna make this into a website. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm gonna go, and this would be perfect to make in Bootstrap here. So I'll just make this right in Bootstrap. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Get Bootstrap, or I'll go to Start Bootstrap, and I am going to just get a basic template just to start this website. And here we go, startbootstrap.com. I'll go to themes, and what's a good theme here? I'll do something kind of basic. Bear. Yeah, bear. I'll just use the bare bones theme here. So I'm gonna preview and download. Here we go. I'll just download it, and this will go into my downloads folder. Oh, there we go. Is this what it just did? Yeah. Oh, cool. So I'll just bring that to the desktop here, and I will open that up. I'll just rename this file here. I'll call it Walkie Makey, just what it is. And inside here is the files, of course, for Bootstrap. I'll just open up index.html in Sublime Text. Ooh, here we go. And I'll make this. I'll save it. Get rid of it. Don't save. All right, fine. So here, I'll make the text a little bit smaller so it's more visible. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start making this into a website. And right off the bat, what I'm going to do is just see what this website, the bare bones theme, looks like at this point. And it's very basic. So you have the menu items here, and then really nothing here, just filler text. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I am going to change the name. Again, what is this called? Walkie Makey. Walkie Makey. Okay. And then now what I want to do, the second thing I want to do here is I'm going to just make a new in Sublime Text, make a new file. I'll call this. I'll save this and call it style.css, and I'll save this in my CSS folder. Great. So now I have the index and CSS. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do here, I'm just looking at this page, and as you can see, in Bootstrap, how Bootstrap works again, you have rows, and then you have columns. So it looks like this first row, this could be even my nav bar here. And it looks like there's a submit button. If I didn't want that to be my nav bar, I can move that out. Here would be a second row. Here would be a third row here. This row would have 1, 2, 3 columns. And I'll start by making it 4 columns here. So actually I'll make it 2 columns, and then within it I'll make 3 columns. Here is 1, 2 columns, and within it I'll make within the first one I'll make 4 columns. And then it looks like I'll make a row here. So I'm just starting off with this framework. In fact, I could open it up with this in Photoshop just to show you how I'm going to do this really quickly. And come on. Okay. Okay, so in Photoshop here, so I'll just highlight the squares as squares, what the columns are going to be. So here's the rectangle tool. I'll just change this to red just so it's visible, and then Okay, and then oh no, I want the stroke to be red and the fill to be nothing. Okay, good. So here again, here would be the first column. Here, let me make it a little bit smaller. So this is column 1, or this is row 1, I should say. All right, this is going to be row 2. This is going to be row 3. This is going to be row 4. And this is going to be row 5. All right. And within these rows, the first two, you know, I could make 2 columns if I wanted to. So column 1 and column 2. Let's see how that goes first. And then here, I don't need any columns. Here, what I'm going to do is this black box, I'll make into a column. And I could even make this into a blank column for now. We'll change that later. And then here within that, I can have 3 different columns. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and over here again, I can make this into a column and make this into a column. And then in here, I'm going to change this. I'm going to have 4 columns here this time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm only doing this just to visualize how I'm going to write the columns and rows for this Bootstrap website. Here, what I'm going to do is I probably will have 1 column and then 2 columns. And then within this column, I'm going to have 2 rows. 1 row and 2 rows. And then within each one of them, I'm going to have 3 different columns. Okay? Okay, so there we go. So I'm just here. What I'm doing is just visually. I'm just giving myself instructions visually of how I'm going to make the framework for the Bootstrap website here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 rows, so I'm going to go into Bootstrap, which is I'm using Sublime Text here, and index. And maybe what I can do is just make this a little bit smaller still. Okay, so here, this is my nav bar. I'm going to use the first row. I'm going to leave that as my nav bar just in case. I can change that later, of course, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 rows under that. So here's my container here. I'm just going to gut out the first row. All right. There's the first row, and then I'm going to make 4 other ones. And I'll just separate them. Okay, so those are my 4 rows. Again, here, this row has no columns in it. This one does have 2. So so here's with my second row. So what I could do for the first one, I'll just type instructions as a paragraph tag. Instructions, just as a placeholder. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some rows. So div class equals COL. I'll do medium at this point. That can change. And as you can see here, one row here is wider than the other. So I'll give this medium of 8. Okay. And again, I'll close out that div tag. And the smaller column, I'll just give it a div class. I could copy and paste this to make it quicker. Medium 4. Okay. Okay. So here, I'll just have. So those are the 2 major columns. Okay. And then the third one, I have 2 major columns too. I think the design would look better here if these two are lined up. So I'm going to do the same exact thing with the third row. There we go, column 8, medium 4. And then the last one, I'm going to make that line up too. I like when things line up. It's just cleaner look. It may not work, but we'll just start from there. Okay, so there we go. So we have 4 different sections. Okay, so the first section here, I can start by doing, well, the first thing I can do here is I can see that there's a background. To see the hexadecimal numbers of the background here, background color, what I can do is I can find the eyedropper, and this color is 424242. So I'm going to start off in the style.css. I'm going to go body, and then in the parentheses, background, and then my hexadecimal number here, 424242. It's easier just to type it. Okay, cool. So save that, and then we can check out what this looks like again in Firefox. I'll just open this file here. It's on my desktop. Okay, so looks like it didn't take the background yet. One second, I'll save this. Okay, instructions. So it didn't take the background yet. Body background. Okay. And then let's just look at the code. Oh, what I forgot is I have to attach the style sheet. That's really important. So here, I'll just add another style sheet here. Link href equals css/style.css. And then how it's related to it is a style sheet. You can also add here, the type is text/CSS, but this will work. And then let's just see what this looks like here. All right, cool. The background is the same color gray as this background. The other thing I want to do is I want the text to be white, how it is here. So I'm going to go back to style.css, and I'm going to go color. And white is FFF. Okay, save that. All right, now it's white. That's good. And I'm not gonna even care about the top right now. I'm gonna just do the main section first. So next thing I want to do here. Here's my instructions section, and it looks like there's a little bit of lorem ipsum in here. I could always go to a lorem ipsum generator. Yeah, I'll just do this, throw this in really quickly. It's a paragraph. I'll do that in another paragraph here. Okay, just so we have some filler text. Okay, so next thing, reload. Okay, so we got some instructions here. So the next section down, I do have 2 sections here. The first section, the first column here is split into 3 rows, and they're pretty much, they're not really the same. I'll make them the same for now. So you can always nest different rows in Bootstrap, or different columns within columns. So this time I'm going to go column medium 4. So there's going to be 3 equal rows. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. In Bootstrap, again, you always want to have all your rows, all your columns within a row add up to 12. Okay, so there we go. And there we go for now. And in here we have the first section says lobby information. I'll just put that in as a paragraph for now. The second one, I have a list of 5 things. This is going to become a form eventually, but not right now. So here what I'm going to do is put in 5 paragraphs. The time. In fact, this would be easier if I kind of squish this a little bit. Time. I'll do this 5 times just to make this a little bit faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so the next one's going to be artist. Next one's going to be length. Next one's going to be genre. Next one's going to be location. Next one's going to be description. Okay, cool. So there's that section there. And then the third section here, we have an email section. I'll just put an email for now. And then we have a submit form. So I'll just go file, just how they have it here. Okay, and I'm going to save that. And then we're going to see what this looks like so far. Okay, so now we have these sections. We have the top section, the second section, the underneath instructions, the lobby information section has a background of a different color. So I'm going to go test what color that is here. And in Photoshop, that tells me it's 262626. So I am going to, you know what I'll do here? I'll give this a second class. I'll call this lobby, maybe lobby info. Sure, lobby-info. Okay, so I gave it another class. So in my style.css, what I can do, classes start with dot again. So lobby-info. Okay, so here, the background, I believe it was 242424. I'll save that. There you go. I'll just make sure that's correct here. 262626. Okay, 262626. Okay, I'll save that. Okay, so there we go. Now the next section has four columns within that row. So I'm going to go back here, and my next row is actually here. So I'm just going to go column medium 3 this time. So I'll do this 4 times. And I'm going to change this to column medium 3. Okay, so what I have here is panel information, number, aspect ratio, and panel width. So I'm going to do it here. It's a paragraph tag. Panel information, number, Okay, aspect ratio. And then the last one is panel width. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Let's see what it looks like in Firefox right now. Okay, good. Okay, so now I have four rows over here. Again, this has a different background too. I can always see what that background is going to be. That's CCCCCC. So I'm going to call this row here. Called the first this column. I called the first one lobby info. So I'll call this panel info. And you can have multiple classes again. You just have to separate them by spaces. Save that. Go to my style.css. Panel info. Okay, and then background is CCC. Anytime you have 3 of the same digits, you can either choose to have 3 as a hexadecimal or 6 in a row. So this is the same as 3 in this case. So I'll just do it like that. 3 is fine. And then I'm going to reload. All right, so we have that section down there too. As you can see, there are spaces in between each one of these rows. We'll fix that later. So now for the last one, again, we have 2 columns. And let's do it like this. So again, I'll have div class. In fact, I'll just copy and paste this again. We have 2 columns, but the first column has 3 things within it. So paste. In fact, I could have copied a closing tag here too, but I didn't. That's fine. So because there's 3 here, I can just I have 2 rows of 3. So why don't I do it like this? Div class row. So I'm going to put a row within my class over here, and then at the end I'm going to close out this div tag. And then I am going to indent. So I just did the first row here, and then I'll do the second row. In fact, in here, I'll just throw in video really quickly, just as a placeholder, as in paragraph tags. Video. There's going to be more in these sections. Video, video, video. All right. So now I can copy and paste this whole row again a second time. And there we go. Let's just see what this looks like in Firefox. Video, 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 video. So, oh, I see. I need to change these to 4. These all have to add up to, every row has to add up to 12. Okay, so save that. Oops, I just opened up numbers by accident. Great. Quit. Bye. And then what I want to do here is this background here is a blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just test this, and that is 3FA915. I'll copy and paste that. What I can do here in this whole section, since it's all the same color, I'm just going to have a third thing. Maybe I'll call it I don't know, video grid. That sounds good enough to me. So here again in the class, I'll go video-grid, And I'll go background. And that color. Okay, so let's just see what this looks like. Good. We're getting there. And then I have a last section. And this last section looks like it has some kind of image inside of it. Not sure exactly what this image is going to be at this point. Or if it's a video or what. So I'm just going to add, yeah, I'll add just a filler here. Just so it's here. Image. Okay. And there we go. We got our image section. So now what we have is just the basic layout here. In fact, what I could do at the top, instead of having Bootstrap here as the start Bootstrap, I'm going to just change this to, what is this called? Walkie-makey. Walkie-makey. Okay. And then there we go. Next thing I need to do here, well, I can move this about services contact to the other side if I want to. That's all going to turn into a submit button. In fact, I probably don't need that right now. You know what I can do? We could have, let's just keep this top for now, because there may be other pages on this website. And let's just make, before the very first row, let's just make another row. And just put that information inside of it. And I'll separate these by two columns. Since there's two columns here, I'll make them into 6 apiece. The column medium 6. Both of them will add up to 12. And I'll just call this walkie-makey. And then the second one will be a submit button. Eventually. So just throw that in there. Alright, so we got walkie and makey here at the very top. And that looks fine. I want the submit button to go all the way to the other side. So what I can do here with this class, I believe I can just go text right. See if that works. Yep. So that will become a submit button on that side, and this will be the logo on this side. I kind of like how it is up here. I'm not sure what the background color of this section is going to be, since it's clear. It's transparent. Alright, so there we go. I'll leave it there, and for the next one I will continue working on this. Alright, take care.